family accused me of killing our son.
So you didn't lie to me about my son's death?
No, I didn't
so
lie
you
to
didn't
you.
ever tell me
No,
I
I never.
A baby doesn't just up and pass and then you lie about it.
She was there in the moment, panicking, rushing the baby to the hospital. Do you think that she was intentionally lying to you?
I don't know, Steve. That's why I'm here today. The day before my son dies, she gets into a heated argument with my fiance.
He proposed to her the day he was supposed to propose to me. You don't propose to another woman with my ring.
I think there's a chance that she might have could have hurt my son.
Last summer, Bianca suffered the worst loss a mother can experience, the death of her 6-month-old son. After he passed, she says doctors initially questioned if mold had something to do with it, but eventually said SIDS was to blame. The boy's father, Malik, was in jail at the time, and he believes Bianca may have been the one responsible. Take a look.
Last year, me and Bianca had a son. I wound up getting incarcerated. While I was incarcerated, the chaplain came and explained to me that my 6-month-old son had passed. It was devastating. I mean, last time I had seen him, it was when he was 1 month old, so it was my first son, so it was kind of hard. I didn't really talk to Bianca until probably that night of him passing. Bianca told me she picks up her baby, he's cold, he's unresponsible, not breathing. At that time, she runs, she knocks on everyone's door, help me, help me, help me. My baby's not breathing. They actually wound up resuscitating him. After that, he's dead on arrival at the hospital. It was hard. I mean, the second day of me talking on the phone with her, it was actually hard on me because they was having a candlelight for him. I wasn't there for my family at the time, and it made it even harder on me, so. I wound up getting released from jail early so I can come home and bury my son and make the funeral. We go to the funeral home. They asked me, do I want to see the body? I'm like, yeah, I want to see my son. And when I get to the casket, I don't even recognize my son. That's hard. That just lets me know, like, I missed so much of his life. What I want to say after, about 2 weeks after I've been out of jail, okay, she says she's on the phone with the autopsy people, and she comes in the house and explains to me that we need to proceed on with the lawsuit. Okay, she tells me that the cause of death for my son is mold from suffocation. Me and my family member, we get on the phone. We're talking to a family lawyer. He wants to talk to the autopsy person himself. He tells us that the cause of death was suffocation. I asked him, so there's no mold in his system? There was no mold found in his system at all? He's like, no. Where did you hear that from? I'm like, well, that's what the mother told me. He's like, no, that's not what happened. I don't know who told her that, but if she's telling you that, this investigation might not be over. We may have to reopen it. A baby doesn't just up and pass and then you lie about it and say that mold was the cause of death, but that's not what the medical examiner told me. As time goes on, I start to doubt Bianca's story. It's a little fishy, something's not adding up. I think there's a chance that she might have could have hurt my son. That's why I'm here today. But the day before my son dies, she gets into a heated argument with my fiance and an ex-girlfriend of mine. I think that's one of the reasons that she hurt my son. But I have not been in a relationship with Bianca since November. About a week ago, I proposed to Nisa. We already have two children together. And since this situation has happened, Bianca, she's really been on me and Nisa's back really hard, been calling us, hitting us up on Facebook, just really mad, just telling Nisi like that was her ring, and I mean, I'm just here today to just try to get closer, that's all. I want to find out if she hurt my son. I want to find out if she's responsible for his death.
It is crazy. Like, this is crazy. How could me and you be together a whole year and a half before you go to jail with a child? With the child, we're in love. We're happily staying together. And now that 6 months later, after our son passed, not a day later, not a week later, not when you expect it, not no time later, once you start being around your family and start standing around your family and letting them, and not grieving with me when I was your fiance at the time, you wasn't grieving with me when you was out grieving with your family so they can put in your head about my son when your family knows me, do not know me from a can of paint. It hurts because I showed you nothing but loyalty, love, loyalty, and trust. Within 2 years, and you mean to tell me a year and a half into this relationship after our son passed, you all of a sudden doubt me? You all of a sudden feel like I hurt my son? You have no reason to feel like I hurt my son. I have 2 other kids. 2 other kids. My other kids I don't even want kids, and you mean to tell me you feel like I am a mother. I'm a mother before anything. You cannot tell me that some other outsider, some ex is going to push me to the limit to killing my son. I'm in love with you, to be honest, but I don't love you that much to take my child's life. I'm sorry. It's nobody in this world that can make me harm my child. No father, mother, nothing. It's ridiculous that I'm going through this today when from day one the only thing I've been telling me is the truth. It's the truth. All of this is, we're here because I came to clear my name. No one else wanted to come on this show for my son. Nobody else wanted to come on this show for my son. This was supposed to be about cheating, let them tell it. Y'all ran for cheating. And it's crazy because you were, like, literally proposed to her on the day you were supposed to propose to me, my son's birthday. You woke up with an attitude. Don't know why. You don't even talk to me. You get up with an attitude. I understand it's our child's birthday. Both of us are hurt. Both of us are hurt. But at the end of the day, as parents, we talk. We communicate. You're supposed to communicate with me. You don't propose to another woman with my ring. Not only is it disrespectful towards me, but it's disrespectful towards you too. That night, I got him from my relative, and I'm playing with my baby. I'm literally playing with him, holding him. He was a mama's boy.
And how old was he at the time?
He was 6 months. He was a mama's boy. That was my heart. My kids are my heart. And we was literally, I was playing with him. It was nothing like, I never thought nothing out of the ordinary. Around 4 o'clock, he was also teething. So around 4 o'clock, I'm like, you know, son, you still haven't went to sleep. You took a quick nap at 12, and that was just enough for me to hop in the shower. You still haven't, you know, went to sleep. I need you to go to sleep because I got school. I got work in the morning, and you have school. So when I went to wake him up, it was around 5. I tickled his feet because that's how I usually wake him up. I tickled his feet, and I was singing Bruno Mars to him. And he didn't wake up. So I was like, oh, Kai, you becoming a hard sleeper. That's why I told you to go to sleep. And as I pulled him down to change his pamper, he wasn't like, it was just like stiff. And it wasn't stiff to where it was cold. It was stiff to, like, as you could tell, it's like how you catch a Charlie horse.